Hello my friends, imagine you're entering your building and suddenly you notice there's a door in the hallway that wasn't there just a short while ago. You get puzzled and open it to check and you discover something scary. December 1995, Carrie is coming back from a college freshman party. She just got into the economics program and is heading to her room because the semester starts the next day. When she gets to the hallway, she's unsure which of those doors is her room. So she opens a door she thought was the right one. When she enters, she's in a completely different place. Clearly, it wasn't her dorm room because it was an empty and very spacious room with access to other doors. It looked like an office, only without any furniture. When she turned to leave, there was no door anymore. She thought she was confused since she had drunk a few glasses of alcohol at the party, right? So she tried to reach the nearest door, hoping to get out. And she ended up entering another wing with more doors. Carrie didn't know, but she had just entered an alternate reality known as the Backrooms. It's a huge complex of rooms with doors scattered around, forming a maze that's practically impossible for someone to escape. There's a very strong smell of damp carpet, yellowed walls, and fluorescent lights that keep buzzing all the time. The person who enters this place will have to walk dozens of kilometers, opening doors and checking which ones haven't been explored. It can take days, weeks, even years. Unfortunately, the chance of Carrie returning to the real world is practically 1% or 2% depending on her luck. In 2009, a young man appeared in a shopping mall corridor. He came out of a service door and collapsed on the floor. After the security guard saw what it was, he said he went through that door thinking it was the bathroom, but he ended up going to the back rooms. He said he wandered around for a long time and couldn't find the exit. The strangest thing was that he asked the security guard what the date was. And he realized that he had entered that door 6 years ago. And he had been reported missing by his family. The security guard thought the young man had taken drugs or something like that because there were only cleaning supplies there. If you happen to enter the universe of the back rooms, pray that you don't run into anyone along the way. There may be people who got in there long before you and couldn't get out. After 10 years, the person goes crazy and aggressive, trapped in that place. They end up becoming a hostile creature and may attack you. So my friends, be careful when opening a door. Hello my friends, today we're going to learn about an object that will save your life if you enter the back rooms. Known as almond water, this precious item is one of the most common to find on various levels of the back rooms. It's the main source of hydration while you're trapped there. This substance can be found in abundance on some levels or be scarce in other places. Hydrates well but lacks nutrition. It's a water with an almond flavor, sweet almonds, that can be found in bottles of various types, usually without a brand or label. Found in plastic bottles, metal bottles, and even inside cardboard boxes. It can be traded, negotiated, and can be used to repel entities and cure some diseases in there. Some levels even use it as a form of currency. The back rooms can contain countless liquids. Many of them are not safe to drink or even touch. Almond water has a distinct, though faint smell of vanilla and rose water. It has a subtle taste of almond butter, sweet and watery. If it doesn't have these qualities, avoid it, because it could be something bad. Sources of almond water can be found on many levels of the back rooms and in many different ways. The most common places to find it are vending machines, streams, bottles that can be found scattered around level 4 dripping from the ceiling, among other places. An easy way to find out if this precious liquid is nearby is to see if there are people gathered around. Because everyone is looking for this liquid to survive in this gigantic complex that is the back rooms. So my friends, if you ever end up in the back rooms, keep an eye out for the precious liquid almond water. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, okay? Hello, my friends? As many of you requested, let's get to know some entities that inhabit the back rooms. The entities are the main inhabitants you can find in this gigantic complex. They can range from docile to highly dangerous. Since there are so many, we'll talk about a few here, and if you want more, we can continue in another video. Sound good? Alright, let's get started with the entity. The Windows. Not the operating system, man. I mean actual windows. Its appearance depends on where it's found. It always matches the ones around it, you know? But in general, they always seem to have a shadowy form and a human silhouette. On the other side of the glass, this silhouette usually points at the observer and knocks on the window to make them come closer. It promises escape from the back rooms. However, you shouldn't believe it. Anyone who gets close enough to one of the windows will be immediately pulled in and killed. Not all the windows show human figures. On the other side, the environment of the other region of the glass may correspond to a completely dark and empty space, or it could be any other landscape. Those that do not show a silhouette on the other side are very likely to be safe. They can be found on level 1 and create a passage to level 2. There is a chance it could also take you to sub-level 1.5. And then, my brother, things get crazy. It's really hard to get out of there. Another creature there. Smiler. That's right, the Smilers are usually hostile, and there have been many sightings confirming them. They can be identified by their reflective eyes and teeth that glow in the dark. The best way to escape a Smiler is to maintain eye contact. This creature is attracted to light, so it will chase anything that emits brightness. So distract it by throwing a light source at it. That would be great for an escape, right, man? Throwing a burning matchstick or even a flashlight. Throw it and run, my friend. The entity will only start attacking you if you panic and back away, right? Without throwing that bait I mentioned. Or if a really loud noise is made, maintain eye contact and back away slowly to ensure your survival. Smilers tend to reside in dark areas on level 2 and 3. Their base is known as the Smiley Rooms, and there, my friend, they all gather. Another bizarre creature there, man, is the so-called Deathmoth. Man, they are gigantic moths that inhabit the back rooms. While these male Deathmoths, man, are mostly harmless and possibly even tameable. The females are several times larger, can spit acid, and are completely hostile. They are attracted to light, so if you hear wings flapping nearby, make sure to turn off any light sources. Deathmoth. Smaller ones inhabit level 2, 3, and 5, but the bigger and more dangerous ones only appear on level 5s. My partner, where is the hive centralized, and where are the king and queen? They control the whole place, so bro, be careful, go through the dark slowly.